So the 27-year-old from Bizen, Japan, taking the ball for the Dodgers. The first guy in a quarter century to twirl back-to-back complete games in the postseason. Strike one on Bo Bichette. It's a change for the Blue Jays from when they faced Yamamoto in Game 2. Bichette wasn't in the lineup. Man, has he been awesome. Above 300. He's knocked in a run in 3 straight. Parachuting into this World Series after missing a month and a half. Let's go Bo chants. What could be his final games in a Blue Jays uniform. Free agent at the end of the year. So that was part of the motivation beyond the obvious of getting back to help win a World Series. He wanted one last run in that Blue Jays uniform at the very least. He's down on strikes, and Yamamoto's got his first K. Ernie Clark. 8-hitter for the Jays, hitting .391 in these playoffs. On an 0-1, Clement grounds it, foul, strike 2. Rewarding Performance is sponsored by Capital One. And here's a guy who embodies the Blue Jays so well. Nobody saw them coming. Nobody saw him coming. This is a 200 hitter bouncing around with Cleveland and the A's. Comes here to the Blue Jays, plays a role. But even to begin this season, he was a platoon guy. Best stretch of his life coming here in the playoffs. But Yamamoto strikes him out on 3 pitches. Clement unable to advance the runner.
This is what makes this guy so tough, man. That was a 92-mile-an-hour splitter that just on the outside part of the plate.
Here he is leading off in the 4th inning for the Blue Jays, taking a strike from Yamamoto. This is the matchup of the night. These two guys head to head. Yamamoto won the first one, a double play. Threw him 3 different pitches.
He hasn't made a mistake, and he hasn't left one fat in the middle of the plate. And Yamamoto can pitch in the strike zone about as well as anybody. They have only 2 hits in the last game in the strike zone.
Man, I mean, Vlad Jr. has more hits than he has swings and misses in these playoffs. And like half of those swings and misses have come against Yamamoto.
Yeah, just a great job expanding the zone, going low, up.
Strike 3 call this time. A splitter to the knees to get him.
His splitter is firm and has the tilt that will drive a hitter crazy, whereas the splitter of Gausman is more north to south with a lot more break and change of speeds.
Back here in Toronto with Blue Jays manager John Schneider. John, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, you got 1 off him. How do you get more?
You got to just keep, pecking away at him. It's commanding the ball like he normally does. You got to get some guys on. You got to look to do some slug too, I think. But you got to just keep on doing your thing. Wait for a mistake and not miss it.
Kevin Gausman, last start of the season, he's at 82 pitches. How long can you ride him?
Man, as long as he's good, he's at least got another one at the very least. But Kev's our guy, and if he's making pitches, you feel really good about him out there. I think he's gonna, he knows this is his last start. He's gonna definitely empty the tank.
George Springer, RBI single. John, how is he doing this?
George is tough, man. I mean, he's been in this situation. He understands kind of this time of year and what you need to do. No one's feeling great. So at bat quality is there. It doesn't look the prettiest every single pitch, but Georgie's just the definition of a gamer, and hopefully comes up in a big spot again.
John, thanks a lot. Joe, back to you.
All right, guys. Alejandro Kirk leading off this 5th for the Blue Jays. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 hits in this game against Yamamoto. Produced the run in the 3rd inning. Barger doubled. Springer singled. Yamamoto's used a couple double play balls over the first 4. That's a part of his game that improved from last year. The biggest increase in ground ball rate of any pitcher in the league. Here's his 1-2.
Nope. That balance you see right there, that pause, You have to be so not only strong, but mechanically good to gather yourself to deliver those different pitches. And that's the timing of the hitter.
Six, 7, 8, 9 coming up here. Story of this season, the Blue Jays bounce back years from their stars. Vlad emerging in the postseason to another level, but then the breakout guys to round out the roster. Kirk already an all-star, but for him it was a bounce back year. He struggled some last season. Guys like Barger and Clement fueling these Blue Jays, the Glue Jays as they've been dubbed. Eighth pitch of this at bat, leading off the fifth. There'll be a ninth.
The other thing they have to do when you're thinking about, okay, winning this game, they got to knock Yamamoto out of the game. And the only way to do that is get the pitch count up and obviously create some stress and force a decision by Dave Roberts.
Got him. Tied him up with that splitter for strike 3, but it took him 9 pitches. 1 gone in the 5th.
Well, that one was the nastier one. That movement, that one almost moved about 3 feet. But here's the delivery. See how balanced he is right there, and then he gathers himself and comes into a perfect fielding position and head towards home plate.
Unique training regimen. He doesn't lift weights. He's got a javelin throwing program that he strengthens his arm with. Dodgers were totally open to him doing whatever he felt like he needed to do to get ready for his starts. Coming over from Japan, he brought his own guys, own trainer. Second season, dominated in Japan, 3 consecutive MVPs there, and then signed the largest contract ever for a pitcher. His first year was good, but he was injured for a lot of the year. This year, great. This postseason, something else. His 2-1 to Barger.
Outside.
Curve is a little bit outside.
He just got so many pitches to get back in the at-bat. Like 3-1 is not a count you want to live with in the postseason or as a pitcher, and he can navigate it. That's just because the hitter doesn't know what's coming. You can't sell out. You can't say fastball automatically. And because he has done a great job in not really backing up 3 pitches in a row or rarely throwing, like I said, curveball back to back, you're wondering, when's the curveball coming? When's the splitter coming?
Payoff. Another fastball to strike him out. And yeah, the fastball looks like it's surprising Barger. The reason is he's only throwing it 20% of the time.
He just pitched backwards right there, and it was perfect timing. 3-1, fastball on the corner, down.
6 pitches, and he can hit a flea with any one of them. Splitter for a strike. Well, if you happen to just tune into this game 6, Dodgers with a 3 spot in the 3rd inning. A 2-out rally against Kevin Gausman. They do not have a base runner outside of that 3rd, but that little burst was enough to have him in front. Blue Jays lead this best of 7, 3 games to 2, looking for their first world championship since 1993. 2 on, 2 out. 0-1 pitch. Robleski's ready. Yamamoto retired the first 2 in this inning. Double walk, and now 1-1. Varsho tops it along first, strike 2. If this goes the 7th game, that is tomorrow night. Coverage will start at 7 o'clock Eastern. First pitch coming at 8. Tying run on here in the 6th. The 1-2 pitch. He struck him out. Yamamoto gets out of the first jam of the ball game with a strikeout of Varsho and keeps the lead 3-1. We're back after word from your local Fox station. Yamamoto trying to get it to a Game 7.